Hello guys, it's me. And I got 50 subscribers, brother. We had we in a new high. Nah, don't say
Left hand, the Trent missed the first shot. It's at half. Trent gets
that.
the
Yo,
headshot too. It stays around for G2.
What is up with
this
classics
around for
today? Switching
G2.
from EMEA to here. Oh my gosh, what a round. Pulling out the classic there. I thought it was just dead to rights, but no. Plays the jiggle, gets the right click. Beautifully done. And we'll see this again as Zeppa picks up too quick, but G2 so well at recovering in these situations right now.
And that showstopper missing just around the corner, not clearing that spot. Such a pivotal spot there for Trent to be able to win that round there for G2 and take the lead now in this half for G2, 7-5 so far. But earlier we spoke with Leaf about his mindset heading into the playoffs and what's different in 2024. So let's check it out.
I mean, I think compared from last year, I think I've mentally matured a lot more, and obviously I've swapped roles. New team, different personalities and stuff like that. But I think that the main thing is just that I learned that just calm down. Like, I think that was like my whole thing last year, is that there's times, and like you can even see it like now in some players, and sometimes they get rewarded for it, kind of like how I did last year, where they just are very antsy and they make every decision very quick. And that's good, but sometimes when the pressure's high and like maybe you're not hitting your shots and stuff like that, it's not the best. So yeah, just making sure I'm mentally in it, because I know like in terms of like individual, I'm set, but just making sure that I'm mentally strong will be like the main deciding factor.
Definitely shows there on that first half of Lotus with what Leaf was talking about too, trying to stay calm under that pressure, and
Bro.
even with the trash talk from Vanity asking if G2 were nervous on a great start from C9, they were able to pull it back.
It looks
after
like
that
they
timeout
weren't.
there from Josh RT.
They were not nervous.
No, definitely not. Shots were landing. Icy's also doing a great job at the same time too, right? Somebody that has been under the microscope actually ever since they did that roster change here for G2. And when he started from week 1 to week 5, it was okay performances here and there, but he's definitely done some great job now for G2 rather on the attack, especially that nice little satchel dodge there against Oxy's showstopper to be able to clear out that B side. So definitely finding his groove in his match today here as G2 now take the defensive side.
And I think their slow it down strategy they kind of instilled last week to start bringing some rounds back is something they're using here. Very slow on their attacking side to go left and right and sort C9
Let's
out
go,
of
Sen.
positions. But now
What the?
G2 go on the
You got
defensive side.
sentinels.
C9 get on the
Wow.
attack. And we'll have to see how they use this composition. Few flashes with the paranoia and the dizzy to be making their way into sight. Pretty good attack side here, and they should have an easier time than they did trying to defend with G2 just walking up into their faces on that last half. So Spike's grab, pretty default setup here for C9 to figure out how G2 wants to play the whole role of the map, and it might be just this A hit to start us off. Good lurk though by Moose. Let's see if he can get some extra information.
Very similar for C9 too. Only 2 ghosts wielded in this round with lots of util on their side to try to work the A side, but it's a walk contact instead. Can get the trades as Trent lights up 3 to start things off, and that's a spike as well. Bad spacing from C9 to try to go for that trade. It cost them dearly. And that's Zeppa that's going to have to recuperate that spike and work alone here as Moose is trying to make a play, trying to cut the rotate, playing in front of that turret. Breaks it finally, but Leaf is looking to fight it. Here's a reload, goes for that swing. Now there's trying to bait out the shots. He lands that one, but that's beautifully done so that Leaf could come out to put Zeppa as the last player standing. Wingman at least to help out to get that spike down. And G2 are closing in.
I didn't know if Moose was going to get more there using the G2 Classic. If he could, like, get the kills onto G2. But it didn't work. It didn't. Only one. One in trade. But yeah, spike down. Zeppa here just trying to play the ghost from a high angle. And instantly found out Jonah just goes for defuse as they're going to toy with him now.
And a smoke on top of that. Nicely done here for G2 not to try to chase down that kill and just play the round and get the round into your favor.
I like how they like, Jonah, one more alt orb, go for it. All right. Pushing towards mid, or pushing towards A here. Trent with some ridiculous shots as C9. We're just trying to get the last bit of the swing, and it seems like they're trying to get that kill and leave one and go to the site. But nobody committed enough to the kill. Everybody was just trying to do it on a fadeaway step that got them back into the play. Well, the play was Trent, and he stopped it in its tracks. Outlaw coming out from Leaf here to play safe over towards that C spot. Oh, Oxy almost getting a Guardian buy up right here to find a kill, but it does not. So do they protect Oxy, or is he? I think he's in that solo mode right now, where they're C9 playing 4v5 at this point. Oxy's going to be a Lone Ranger to get a kill.
Orlo Vanity has that paranoia to work with. You just heard that Dizzy being thrown.
They're able
to scale up towards the
except
There's that contact towards that front B side. Nicely done by Tenz, though. Weakening down into line of defense for G2. Noxy trying to find that piece of util that was left behind, or at least placed down on G2 side on C, and they're losing control of both extremities as both Oxy and Rooney fall.
Paranoia Dizzy.
All right, gets info there onto Leaf. Trying to find that timing.
Oh,
only has the
that Guardian is cursed, bro. That Guardian is cursed.
For the rest here of C9 to
Oh,
move forward.
and
they push down and sweep at the last 2 kills.
A lot of delay from G2.
I feel
like they know C9 once they're hitting a site is just going to hit it with everything they have. A great shot to start off.
Except for that, everything just flopped.
But wasn't enough in the end. But yeah, I think G2 overall is doing a great job of making sure that C9 only gets the space that G2 wants them to get, if you will. Like getting into C there, they only got a slight bit of the back. See what happens over here towards A if they can dictate this too.
They're trying to pushing forward towards this A entrance, and it's G2 once again with the upper hand. Jonah P with the headshot after on the Vanity, upgrade into a weapon, and it's not looking good. Zeppa, last piece left behind for Cloud9. Mosh to try to clear out some space. It does hit 2 of them, force them to fall out. But G2's very good on the trade funnies, and Valen capitalizes on that one, and that's a great round for G2 to win in a bonus.
Incredible. Leaf was also rotating over, so they didn't even have everybody in that. But I was just saying G2 is only giving C9 the space G2 wants C9 to take. And right there, it's night and day in the compositions and how they work and how we're seeing A controlled. C9 did that maybe once or twice, and G2 just backed off. G2 does it, and they have the composition that will wombo you down, start to chip your team away, and they'll finish the round. And it's just, it plays so well by
C9 at this point.
At 10-5, what they're doing.
C9's getting the ass
go for the timeout.
This is supposed to be C9's map.
Emmy giving some ideas of what he's seeing, maybe what he's hearing, and what he wants to do differently on the
other map, they can win that.
Because I think the one thing C9 is missing is the
speed. It's not like they're gonna lose.
For sure.
It happens sometimes.
Seems like they were still okay to fight against G2
a lot often than you think.
They understood that G2 did have that lower buy. Sometimes you want to play.
Kaneki came and left with that. Now versus G2. I'm like,
if you're losing control towards that
extreme latency is what I commented back, replied to him, and then he was like, okay, fuck off. He didn't say that.
Their weapons against G2 weapons.
It felt like he said that, though. He left right off.
Definitely coming out to shoot today. Frag distribution being pretty even on that side of the defense.
Bro, yeah, fucked up, though.
Play now to try to
no one's there, but I'm talking like
close quarters. 2 buckies now in the hands of Vanity and Oxy. Working in tandem in front of that B site where you have a high-low stack from G2.
That's just
Oxy did. A little bit too late, so Oxy falls. He's able to find that information for the team, and a counter paranoia will stop C9 once again in their tracks, not able to maximize the information that Oxy was able to gain with the satchels and the sacrifice they did towards that B site.
It's just everything. It seems like C9 is getting the exact opposite result G2 did. G2 chose B around, it was free. C9 chose B around, Oxy goes into the waiting arms of 3 members almost of G2. And now they have to rotate across and figure out what's the audible, what's the secondary here. This was kind of our timeout hit that we wanted to throw G2 off, hit the economy. You know, Spike goes down here. It's going to be an amazing boon, but the lower buy makes it tough for C9. And now they're forced to do a little more with even less. Heading over towards A, this is going to be exactly where the graveyard of KJ utility is.
That's the thing.
Yo.
They created space, wasting